All right, class. You guys didn't sound very excited there. Now, how about this? Let me see if I could spice it up a little bit to make you guys a little bit more excited. Did you realize that there's 22 days left for seniors? Do you realize that this is the last section of the last chapter that we're going to do? This is the last set of notes that are going into your notebook.
That's right, because it's just 8.5 and
Buenas tardes.
that's it.
8.5 and that's it. We just have another review and that's it. This is the last set of notes that are going in there. I know. Okay, now let's try this again. Let's try this again. Now, class.
Yes.
That's better. That's better. Okay, so we have this, we have the review, then test. I'm going to collect notebooks after the test.
So the project, does it count like grade?
Test grade.
No.
So in this test grade, your grade is going to be like super awesome because you're going to go through, you're going to do everything in the project to get a really good test grade to make your overall grade go up, right? Okay. So let's say, for instance, someone just walked into my classroom right now. What page are they on in their notebook? 47. Okay. All right, so we're going to go through and start filling these in. All right, vocabulary is my first start, which is annuity. Annuity, an account into which or out of which a sequence of scheduled payments is made. Annuities are often used for investment or retirement. Investments and retirements. So a couple things are slightly different because when we are doing our compound interest problems, what do we know about the PV in our compound interest problems? There was something special about it. The PV. What was the PV? What was special about PV? Yes, the debt you started with. That means you're starting with owing money, right? Now an investment is the other way around. It's your money. That is your money. You're going to make money off your money. And we're going to talk about how to do that. So, to save for their grandchild's college expense, Ken and Laura invest $6,000 each year in equal monthly payments. That kind of is, okay, the reason why, it kind of is, you'll see in a second. So it would be part of PV, but does it say they take $6,000 and put it directly out of their account into this? It's payment, very good. It is going to be payment. It is going to be PMT. Read it carefully. $6,000 each year in equal monthly payments. So we're not starting with $6,000 in the account. How much is starting in the account? 0. We're starting with 0 now. We're starting with 0 and we're building money. So my PV here is going to be 0. And it's going to be equal monthly payments. Dude, seriously, man, help us fast. What is wrong with you? Why are you popping up a lung over here? Get over there. Anyway, so what is my monthly payment going to be? It's not $6,000. That's a whole year. It's going to be $6,000. How would I figure out? How would I break it down per month? Divided by 12, right? My 6,000 divided by 12. So go ahead and do that in your handy dandy calculator. No. All right, plug it in up front because those I have to clean those. There you go. 500. 500 is going to be my monthly payment. So I'm investing $500 every month into this. Okay? Monthly payments in an annuity with 6% interest compounded monthly. Okay? Think about this carefully. My interest is 6%. Determine the accumulated amount in this annuity after 18 years. What do you think that is going to be asking for there? My total, but when? In 18 years. But now, think about it in these terms here. Think about it in terms of this. If you want to look at 8.3, 8.3 has the list of your vocabulary to see which one I'm actually looking for. Go ahead. Future value, very good. That is my FV, my future value. That's what I'm looking for right there. So I'm going to be looking for that. How many payments am I making per year? So PPY is 12, and it's going to be the same as CPY because I get interest on that for every payment. Payment's going to be at end. End for all of these that we've been doing, it's always going to be ends. Now, N. What does N represent again? My time, or how many payments, right? Close. I'm going to do this for how long?
18 years.
Okay, but how often do I make a payment? Every month. So, N is how many payments am I going to make? Yep. Multiply by 12. So my 18 years times 12, my 18 years times 12 is going to be my N. My 18 years times 12 is going to be my N. So please calculate those. 216? Okay. There we go. So I'm going to make a total of, or these people are making a total of 216 payments at $500 a piece, and let's see what my FV is going to be. So bring up my calculator. And there we go. I gotta go. How do I get there? There we go. Ah, dang it. New document, calculator, menu, finance, solver, 216, 6%, right? PV is 0, payment is 500. Future value is the one I'm looking for. This is going to be 12. Payments per year is 12, compounded per year is 12, and payment at end. So we scroll all the way up because I'm looking for the future value, right? So future value is going to be the one that I go in, I highlight, and I hit enter. There we go. Now let's write out that number. So it's a negative though, right? So previously, when I owed money, it was positives, wasn't it? But now, this one's a negative. So, it's fine. It's fine. You'll know that it's going to be 193. Let's see. 193.
6, 7, 6,
0.5?
5, and
0.6?
Yeah.
60?
yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's a lot of money, isn't it? Okay, if I were to actually say that number, that is a $193,676.60. Okay. Now, to put it in perspective, let's start with our tip and our tap. Tip and our tap. So this one right here is, I'm going to start with my tap. How would I figure out the tap here?
You,
Payment times?
the, whatever number, and whatever.
N, yes. Payment times N, so that's going to be my tap. And then after we do that, we're going to do the tip. But tip is going to be slightly different because I'm not borrowing money this time. So please calculate the tap, and then I'll adjust how to figure out the tip. Remember, tap is total amount paid. That's how much money is coming out of your pocket into this program. And don't forget, this is an investment. So this is your money you're paying yourself. So my tap, what do we get for tap? $108,000? Okay. That's my tap. Well, my tip, how do I calculate my tip normally? It's tap minus PV. But the problem is I don't have a PV here, right? Because this is an investment. What should I use instead? My future value, right? My FV. So this one is going to be FV minus tap. Because the investment, I'm just looking for the difference here. So this is going to be FV minus tap.
Oh, no, you won't.
So FV minus tap. What do we get? 85,000. 676 point. What does that mean? That's how much interest your money made for you. So, even though that you put in $108,000, you got out of it an extra $85,676.60. That's money your money made for you. Now, to put it this way, for an investment, this is what an investment does. So, Javert, he's going to go to a bank and he's going to borrow money because he wants to go buy a new lowrider. Okay? He's going to, he wants the one with the 100-spoke wheels and all that. So he wants $60,000. So he goes to a bank because he wants to go and borrow money for that. The bank says, okay, yeah, I will loan you that money. You're going to pay 12% interest on this money. And you're going to make monthly payments, okay? That's fine, because you need to borrow money, and that's the cost of doing business. But then, Fabiola, what she has done is, she is putting her money into the bank in this account. So what she's doing with this money, she's earning 6% interest on her money. So what she's doing is, she is giving her money to the bank. She's putting it in a program for the bank. And what the bank does, the bank goes in, is borrowing money from her. So her money is there, but they're loaning it to Javert. So you are paying 12% interest for your new lowrider, okay? Does that make sense or no? Maybe? Yeah. Okay, so you're paying interest, so you're paying more than what you borrow. Okay? What she's doing is she's putting money into the bank, and the bank is loaning money to you. The bank loans money to you. They charge you 12%. They give her 6% of that. So half of the money that you are paying the bank to take out that loan, right, for that monthly payment, goes to her, because she's the one that is giving the money to the bank to invest. So the bank is investing money by letting you borrow it, and you make monthly payments towards it. Her money, she's getting 6% interest off her money. But what the bank does, since they charged you 12%, she gets 6% of the interest, and they keep 6% for themselves, because they have to pay for their stuff. They have to pay their people, their, all these other things. And this is just one transaction. This is one transaction they can do. They do hundreds of thousands of these every year. So all the people that bank at that bank, they have their money in an account. They're technically just loaning the money to the bank, and the bank is investing it by letting other people borrow from that. And that's how the bank makes the money. That's how the investors, the people that put money in their accounts, make money there. And they loan money to you, so you are actually paying for all of that. Does that make sense now? So the bank is making their commission off handling all these transactions over and over again. My job is trying to teach you people how to be the one that is giving the money to the bank, investing your money. So Fabiola doesn't really have to do anything with her money except for put it in the bank in these accounts. And then she's going to earn interest on it. Her money's going to make money for her. She doesn't have to go out and get a second, third job to keep making more money off of it. This money is just going to sit there, and what students have, people your age, is time. You could have money sit there for 20 years, and then when you go pull it out, if it is 8%, 9% interest, it'll most likely more than double. You guys ever watch that show Futurama? You guys know? Okay, so even if you didn't watch it, the premise is, this stupid guy, he tripped, fell, he fell into a cryogenic chamber, and he was there for 1,000 years. In one of the episodes, he tries to go to a bank. He's all, oh yeah, I bank over at this place. And so he looked at his account, which actually had like $1.93 in it. Like $1.93 in his account. At 3% interest per year for 1,000 years. Just for that one almost $2 investment, he is a multi-billionaire after that, because his money sat there for time. And that's what you people have. You have time currently. So me, myself, I'm looking at 10 years. 10 years, I'm done. I'm walking out. I'm retiring. I'm out of here. Okay? Yes, your kids might show up over here. I won't be here. Okay? I'll be gone. Okay. So that's going to be my time to retire. But, so when I'm looking at my investments, I'm looking at 10 years. You guys can look at 20 years and be like, okay, 20 years from now, you're only 38 years old. That would be a good time to take early retirement. But 38 years old, you still got a lot of your life ahead of you. So yes, you could actually take that money, reinvest it, or, you have a bunch of money to play with. Now, let's take a look at example 2 here, which is slightly different. Richard would like to have $30,000 in 5 years to buy a new grand piano. What do you think that $30,000 represents? Future value. Very good. Future value is $30,000. In 5 years to buy a new grand piano. He decides to invest monthly. Monthly, so what does that mean when I say monthly? 12. What's 12? 12 months, right? Price, the payments per year is going to be 12, right? Because that's the monthly investment. That's important. That's 12. And it's going to be the same as compounded. So that's 12. That's end. In a annuity that pays 4.5% interest compounded monthly. Okay, 4.5% interest. How much should he invest each month to accumulate $30,000 in 5 years? So what am I looking for? What am I actually looking for in this problem? The payment, the monthly payment, right? That's key. You have to identify that we're looking for the monthly payment. Did I have a chunk of money I'm putting in at the beginning? No. What's my current value? What's the amount currently right now before I even start this? 0. It's going to be 0 because I'm starting with nothing and I'm going to make payments to get to this point. So my PV is 0. How can I figure out the end value? Multiply what? 5 times 12, right? 5 times 12. Why 12? Because I'm making a monthly payment, right? So every month I'm making a payment. So there's 12 months in a year, and I'm doing it for 5 years. So that's going to be 60 payments. There we go. There we go. So we're looking for the payments. N is 60. 4.5%. PV is 0. Payment is, I don't know yet. Future value is going to be 30,000. And I'm looking for payment, right? Yes. Payment is highlighted. I hit enter. 446.79. So my monthly payment is 446.79. So you people right now calculate the tap and the tip. All right, calculate tap and tip. So tap, what am I going to get for the tap?
26,807.
Okay. Tip?
3,192.
192?
Yeah. 0.60.
All right, why'd you give me that crazy look? Fabio?
Oh, okay. I put a 9 instead of a 6.
Okay. Now, can someone explain to me what these mean in this case? Kyrie, can you explain it to me? Paris, can you explain to me what this means in this case? Y'all there? The?
The tap is what you end up paying.
So the tap is the amount of money that we ended up inputting. Remember, this investment, so you're paying yourself. The amount of money that you put in is $26,807.40, right? Okay. Now what else? What does the tip mean?
That's how much
Yes, this is how much money you earned off of that, right? Okay, in this case right here, because it's an investment, my tip is going to be my future value minus my tap. When we were doing it before for my debts, my payments, the amount of money I'm borrowing, I had my tap minus my PV. But right now we don't owe money. Okay, that's why we don't have a PV. We don't owe money. We are paying ourselves later on. All right, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Y'all there? Does that make better sense or no? Talk me through it. Talk me through it. In your words, what'd the tip mean? Okay, so think of it like this. Let's start at the beginning here. My FV, my future value is 30,000, right? My FV is 30,000 because that's how much money I want. Okay? That's the future value of this. Okay, so if we start today, in 5 years, I'm going to have $30,000. Did I have to invest all 30,000 of those dollars? My tap is how much I invested. How much money came out of my pocket? What does TAP stand for? Total amount paid. The amount of money that came out of my pocket, because this is an investment for me. I'm paying myself. That's what this means. I'm paying myself. So my total amount paid is $26,807, right? And somehow I reached my goal of 30,000. Where'd this other money come from? Yeah, that's my interest, right? That's the interest. That's the money, my money made for me. Without you doing anything extra work except for making that monthly payment, in 5 years, you now have $30,000, but 3,192 of it you didn't have to put in. That's an extra money that your money made for you. Wow, that was so dramatic. Is that better? A little bit better, make a little bit more sense? Okay. So yeah, for these investments, that's what we're looking for. We want our money to go make money for us. Okay? Let's take a look at number 3 now. Becky. So let's see. It's no longer Becky. Ty would like to be a millionaire in 20 years. How much, whatever your pronoun is, okay, how much would it need to invest quarterly in an annuity paying 8% interest? Compounded quarterly to accumulate $1 million in 20 years. Because Ty's got to go make that money, right? So, $1 million. Where do you think the $1 million should go? My what? FV. That's my future value, right? So I'm going to put $1 million right there. What's my interest? 8%, right? PV. 0. Okay? Start at the bottom. Okay. See what I did there? Yeah? Okay. So, PV is currently 0. And it says invest quarterly. Quarterly. That's important. So Ty, what do you think that quarterly means?
4.
4, right? 4 times per year. So what is that going to change? My what? My N. It's going to change my N, but what else does it have to change? PPY, right? The PPY. So my PPY, my payments per year, PPY, payments per year, how many times a year do I make a payment? 4. That's important because I'm making payments 4 times a year, and it's compiled 4 times a year at the end. N. Okay, how much would we need to invest quarterly in an annuity paying 8% interest compounded quarterly to accumulate $1 million in 20 years?
20 years multiplied by 4.
Very good. 20 years times 4. Because N is how many payments I'm going to make, right? N is how many payments, and it's 4 times a year. So this is going to be 4 times 20 is 80. My payment is going to look like this. So go through, fill it in, and see what we need. And we're looking for that payment, right? We're looking for that payment. So it's going to be 516071. So a monthly payment, not even monthly, a quarterly payment of $5,100. 71 cents, and in 20 years, Ty is going to be a millionaire. But you want to be a millionaire, Ty, you want to be a millionaire before you're 38, right? You want to be young enough to appreciate all that money you just got. So let's change this up. Let's change this up a little bit, because Ty wants that money. Let's change it to now be monthly. Yeah. So what we're doing is we're changing this to monthly. So if I change this to monthly, I'm going to change my color on this too, just so we can see what this. So Ty, he's going to make monthly payments, right? He still wants $1 million. But what is my N going to be now? 20 times 12, which would put me at 240. Eight 8% interest right there. So let's see what the difference is going to be now. So this quarterly is once every 3 months I make this payment. So we're changing this to 240. Change this to 12. And now let's look at our difference in our payments. 1697.73. That's a monthly payment. That seems a little bit easier, isn't it? Seems a little bit better. Now because Ty, he wants to see how much money he's actually putting in. how much did you actually put in to be this millionaire? So if I'm looking to see how much I or how much Ty put in, what would I be looking for there? Tap. Let's calculate the tap there. Payment times N. Very good. So, and we're going to do this one in orange because Ty wants to make a monthly payment on this. He doesn't want to wait every 3 months. He wants to get busy on that. He wants to make that money real quick. So, my tap is going to be right there. And then, after that, we're going to figure out the tip. So, Ty, what is your tap? Or are you still working on it? Okay. Which one? Tap is N times my payment. And the one that we're looking at right now is the orange. So it's the 240 times the 1697.73. What'd you get for the tap? A little bit louder. 407. 455. Point. There's 40. Like that? Oh, okay, let's try this again. Digit by digit.
407.450.04.
Like that? That's a comma. So, now, this is where it's going to be key. This is key. This is right here. This is the eye opener right here. Let's calculate the tap now. I'm sorry, not tap, tip. Sorry, my tip.
So it's that multiplied by future?
It's my tip in this case. It's my future value minus my tap. Because it's investment. It's future value minus my tap. Ja there? Are you calculating this? I notice. You're drawing on my desk for some reason. You know, some people don't appreciate that because they have to come in here and clean it up afterwards. What did we come up with?
That's not right. It should be 999 something.
I got 5, 9. What's this next one? 592.
Yeah, 592.
5.
592.549.96.
There we go. Okay. Now listen. This is where it should blow your mind right here. Ty, did you put in $500,000 here? 407,000. That's not $500,000. That's not even half, is it?
No.
But because your money makes money for you, your tip, this right here is the money that your money made. Your money more than doubled by investing it over how many years?
20.
20 years. In 20 years, by doing this, by investing it, you more than double your money. This is actually real life stuff. This is how people actually make money, in fiduciaries, investment bankers, all these people, the people that play the stock market, they do this by making money using money. Investing money. That's what you're supposed to be doing here. That's what we're learning from this. That's a lot of money right there. Almost $600,000 of just pure profit. The only problem is when Ty tries to pull that money off, the government's going to take 48% of that.
The payment, like the last one that says end. Is it just like the 407? Or it's that last one?
No, just end. Are you talking about end? This?
Yes.
It's always end. It's always calculating for the end.
But is it for that one? Or for which one?
What do you mean?
Oh, end. Okay, just end.
Yeah, it's just what time of the month that you make your payment.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just always saying it in. All right. Does this make sense? Or does this sound pretty good here? So hopefully everyone's going to get pretty excited because when we really talk about money, people start waking up. So use this time. 8.3, 8.4, and 8.5 all need the calculator to be able to do the problems. So we got about more than 30 minutes left of class. Please work on this. Please get it done. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification. Look, see, that's what happened, millionaires. They just walk all over everyone.